Gratitude for Educators. Gratitude means much more than saying thank you. Researchers have looked at gratitude from many angles. As an emotion, those positive feelings we get when we receive a good outcome or a gift from someone. As a personality trait or attitude, those people who just tend to have a grateful disposition, appreciative of every opportunity that comes their way, good or bad. And as a moral virtue, as Dr. Tudge, a leader in gratitude research, describes it, as a paying it forward of kindness that is part of being a good human being. And simply, in psychological research, it is most commonly described as a state of recognizing one has received a positive outcome from an outside source, such as another person, a higher power, or the universe at large. Many religions and traditional practices around the world have gratitude as a key tenet of their teachings. Gratitude to a higher power, gratitude for our precious life itself, gratitude for the internal gifts you have, and gratitude to Mother Earth and the natural gifts humans have been given. And an important part of this gratitude includes a vow to protect these gifts and to use our talents to make a positive impact on the world. In addition to feeling and showing gratitude to others when they do something that benefits us, scientists and scholars have long recognized the power of cultivating a grateful mindset towards all the little things, moments, and even challenges in our lives. This type of gratitude is related to mindfulness and savoring. The idea that if we take the time to attend to, focus on, and appreciate the positive experiences, and maybe even the challenging ones we learn from our past, present, and our future, it can help to promote and enhance positive feelings. This can be particularly helpful for teachers who are faced with so many challenges and other people's emotions throughout the day. While gratitude is most often an interpersonal emotion, many researchers have pointed out that only focusing on gratitude for things outside the self may be limiting. Similar to and quite intertwined with self-compassion, showing gratitude to ourselves can also be beneficial. The idea that we can show ourselves some love and gratitude for our own value, efforts, and accomplishments as well. And it can have some positive effects. This can be particularly helpful for educators who can be self-critical and hold themselves to such high standards out of concern and dedication to doing the best for their students. For example, for those days we might be struggling with our own self-confidence or teaching skills, flipping the perspective to one of gratitude for a chance to try something new and learn with and from your students when things don't go as planned. Or when struggling with challenges in the classroom, taking a moment to be grateful you have a classroom of students you get to inspire and care for. It doesn't take away from the challenges and frustrations, but it reminds us there are positives and beauty in each moment, even the hard ones. And it can give us the boost of good feelings we need to persist through the difficulties. How does gratitude develop? Is it something we are born able to feel? Or are we taught to be grateful? Well, it's a bit of both. Numerous studies have demonstrated that gratitude and reciprocity have deep roots that are ingrained in our evolutionary history, our brains, and our DNA. Our brains and hormones are specifically wired to make us feel good when others assist us and when we express gratitude. As social beings, humans have evolved to cooperate and reciprocate in order to survive. At the same time, growing research shows that socialization via our parents, religion, and the larger culture we grew up in plays an important role in the development and manifestation of gratitude. Cross-cultural studies on gratitude have found that different cultures express gratitude differently and for different reasons. The way gratitude is perceived in a culture is closely linked to its beliefs about individuals and their relationships with others. Some cultures are rooted in relatedness, where sharing responsibility is expected, and expressing gratitude every time help is given may not be required. Studies suggest that prompting gratitude in such cultures could actually induce some negative feelings, such as guilt. Therefore, gratitude practices may not benefit everyone equally. When trying out gratitude practices yourself, you may find varying levels of comfort with certain ones, especially those that involve expressing gratitude to others. There is a large variety of practices to choose from. Choose what resonates with you, or create your own. Beyond how gratitude develops and cultural influences on gratitude, certain factors can also increase the amount of gratitude people feel in the moment. For example, the more purposefully we believe someone has helped us, as opposed to thinking they did it by accident or for an ulterior motive, the more grateful we feel. We likely feel more gratitude toward a coworker when we know they helped us of their own accord, as opposed to being voluntold by an administrator. The more someone has sacrificed to help us, the more we may feel gratitude towards them. For example, we might feel extra grateful toward that colleague who stayed late after school one day, donating their time to help us with photocopies. And finally, the more the outcome benefits us, the more grateful we feel. For instance, we might feel extra gratitude toward the family member who offered to babysit or pet sit for us when it allowed us to see that concert and have that night off we so desperately needed. While gratitude has numerous benefits, there are certainly barriers that can prevent people from experiencing and expressing gratitude. Some of these include envy. When we compare ourselves to others and feel envious of what they have, it can be difficult to feel grateful for what we have. Materialism. In a materialistic culture, it can be easy to focus on what we don't have rather than what we do have, making it challenging to experience gratitude. Narcissism. When we are overly focused on ourselves and our own needs, it can be difficult to appreciate the actions of others and feel grateful for their contributions. And cynicism. When we are constantly skeptical or pessimistic about the world around us, it can be challenging to recognize the good things in life and feel grateful for them. Unfortunately, many of these are common sentiments in our modern, especially Western, world. But by being aware of these barriers, we can work to overcome them and cultivate a greater sense of gratitude in our lives. And fortunately, practicing gratitude has been shown to be the antidote to many of these things as well. Gratitude is a capacity of all humans, but it varies based on life experience, cultural backgrounds, and the things that get in the way and just our busy lives. But it is a habit we can develop to begin paying more attention and acknowledging the gifts in our lives. As Henry J. M. Newen once said, the discipline of gratitude is the explicit effort to acknowledge that all I am and have is given to me as a gift of love, a gift to be celebrated with joy. Thank you.